That brings us, I think, to the second category you talk about. They're not intentionally lying. They are the coronavirus influencers who have no relevant experience in the fields of which they speak.
I would categorize all of these types of influencers as sort of like men who love data and are now bored at home. it's it's the economists, the data scientists, the Silicon Valley investors. It's like they're taking what they would be doing on LinkedIn and now they're doing it on Twitter for hundreds of thousands of people to see.
But often they first appear on what are called preprint servers. In fact, Ivan Oransky, professor of medical journalism at NYU and co-founder of Retraction Watch, says that many of the purported breakthroughs around the virus are being shared in spaces that are completely unvetted.
So essentially no one has seen them. There's something that a lot of preprint servers refer to as a sort of sanity check. Like, is it so beyond the realm of what could be true? If you're putting up astrology on an astronomy preprint server, you're probably not going to get through that barrier, but it's a really low bar.
There is a torrent of data being released by preprint servers that are filling in some of the holes in our understanding, maybe not very accurately, but at least it gives us something to grab onto.
There clearly is a desperate need, and what you don't want to do is sort of withhold information from people. But what you do want to do is make sure that it is vetted at some point.
Trump going overboard on that drug, hydroxychloroquine?
Hydroxychloroquine, yeah. I think the rule of thumb about no single study actually still holds. So if it is the first study to show something, no matter how strong it looks, it's about whether or not it's been replicated, whether someone has repeated something very similar to it and found a similar result, not about whether that particular paper holds up. It's tragic and completely predictable that after that press conference, a couple drank their fish tank cleaner because it includes chloroquine.
That you point to is the sheer volume of papers, something like 3 million a year?
That's right. That's 3 million papers, 2 to 3 peer reviewers per paper. Scientists tell me when you're doing a peer review well and properly, it takes them on average about half a day. So, call that 4 hours. 4 hours, 2.5 reviewers, that's 10 hours per paper. 3 million papers, that's 30 million hours. And some of those papers were reviewed several times at several journals because they were rejected the first or second or eighth time. So do that math. And by the way, the number of peer review requests to researchers who are experts in coronavirus now, imagine that. You would probably have, 1 an hour based on the number that we're seeing.